Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Except for Las Vegas, Nevada. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2025, the album Dad AF. Rock on, gold dust, down, down, woman. That's what it would be like if Stevie Nicks played Vegas. I'm sure she has played Vegas. She played Red Rocks and everywhere else. How are you guys doing? I am sitting in my hotel room in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am here this week for my anniversary. I cannot believe it has been actually an entire year since I have been here. So much has happened in the last year. And a year ago at this point, I was sitting in a very similar hotel room to this. And I would be going to the pool, and then I would come up, and I would be making videos about Dramageddon 1, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today. I had already kind of planned to do some videos kind of like looking over what has happened in the past year and where have we come since Dramageddon 1, what have we learned, what has happened to the friendships, who's changed, who hasn't, and all that kind of stuff. And I kind of thought about doing a video, or maybe a couple videos talking about, where's Jeffree Star today, where's Gabriel Zamora, Nikita Dragon, no touching, no. And Manny and Laura, and talking about everything that's kind of gone down and all of that in the year that it started, which was like exactly a year ago this week, because this is when I was out here for my anniversary. So anyway, I made this video yesterday that I had pre-filmed to post yesterday because we were flying into Las Vegas. And it was about the fact that YouTubers, and I was talking specifically about beauty influencers, but a lot of YouTubers do it, tag their videos very interestingly. And what I mean by that is that they tag things, their videos, to do with things that don't really have anything to do with their videos. For example, and I use this as an example yesterday as an excuse too, but anyway, I found this fan when I was packing. This was actually in my bag from Los Angeles when I was out there in February. But, so, like, for example, like, Jeffree Star tagging people in his videos, like Shane and Ryland, when they're not in his videos, right? Or James Charles, tagging, like, Antonio Garza and Brad Mondo in his video about bleaching his hair. And it has nothing to do with Brad Mondo or Antonio Garza. He doesn't credit them for doing the video, and it's not in the description box, okay? Well, after I made that video, this was interesting. The comments were kind of split both ways. The comments were either, oh my god, I never noticed this before, and I had noticed it, but I hadn't really, paid enough attention to it, or really thought, like, this is maybe a bigger issue than it really is. And, I'm starting to kind of wonder if the drama channels, Twitter, the average public, the people that watch beauty influencers aren't given kind of one drama story, so a bigger drama story. And this is just my conspiracy speculation, which I explained that a conspiracy speculation is a conspiracy speculation. That we aren't given, it's like a distraction. And I talked about this with my Jaclyn Hill video, right? That, Jaclyn Hill, who I was going to make a video about today. Jaclyn, you get a free pass today, but tomorrow I'm going to be making a video about Jaclyn Hill, probably, unless something else comes up. Not a real deep video, but I just want to hear what you guys have to say about some things, so I want to talk about it and then put it in the comment sections. But anyway, kind of about how her, like, putting out one story distracts people from looking at the other story that everybody's talking about, i.e. the lipsticks, for example, right? So I noticed that this had been going on, but I was been thinking about it since I put the video up yesterday, and I was thinking to myself, I think this is actually a bigger deal than people really think, right? And I think that these YouTubers, beauty influencers, kind of think we're all stupid, and that we don't really see the bigger picture of what's going on. There is a lot of marketing and PR that they act like isn't going into this, that they're very smart at what they do. So they show us one story when the bigger story is over here, and that way we never really see it, okay? And as I have started to look into this, okay, and also some of the phenomenons, because in the last 24 hours, I've spent a lot of time, and I'm going to be doing a bigger video about this, I have spent a lot of time looking at YouTube phenomenons, okay? YouTubers that have literally blown up overnight, or within a period of 6 months to a year, for example, like Tana Mojo, Jake Paul, people like that, right? And really looked at the tagging of their videos, not now, but in the past, as well as some beauty influencers that always seem to be in the drama, or always kind of are fluctuating. Like every 2 or 3 months, there's bigger drama, okay? Well, what's interesting to me, and I'm going to use James Charles as an example of this, is that James Charles will have some huge drama story, okay? And it'll dominate everything, and then he'll be kind of negatively affected by it, and then it will all, like, work out, and then James does okay from it. He might, like, go down a little bit in public opinion, and then he does okay, and he comes back out on top, and then he gains even more. So, if you look at it, it statistically looks like this, okay? It's onward and upward. And from a statistical point of view, this is called natural growth that you would like to have, because you're going to have ebbs and flows, right? But you always want to go up, if that makes sense. James Charles' career has been like that from the very beginning. His career is built on controversy. From the whole idea of face tuning his pictures, to using the ring light, to the Ellen show, to, you know, problems that he's had, to things that he's put out there on Twitter. His entire career has literally been built not on his makeup skills, but on controversy, okay? And what that's done is it's boosted him through, because people are constantly talking about him. Well, you know, there's an old saying, and I don't know how much I agree with this, but the saying is that any publicity is good publicity. So if people are talking about you, it's going to drive more traffic to you. And you literally are your brand when you are a YouTuber. So James Charles is his brand. When you talk about Chanel, or you talk about Coca-Cola, or you talk about, I don't know, you know, just, I'm looking at the Paris Hotel. Y'all want to see my view? Here's my view from my hotel room. This is what I'm looking at with my deep thoughts. But, you know, like, when you think about, like, the Paris Hotel itself is a brand, you know what I mean? So, you're working on your brand. Well, James Charles has branded his career off of drama, theatrics, and stories constantly going around him. So that would go along with the idea of him tagging his videos certain ways. And I went in last night and I literally looked at all of the videos that he has posted before Dramageddon, the last one that we had, now and going forward. He is almost on a regular basis in the last couple weeks, like either every video or every other video tagging Jeffree Star. It makes almost no sense whatsoever. Now, I will tell you that James' tags are very similar, but he's not copying and pasting it. And I know this for a fact, okay, because I use the exact same tags on my vlog every single night. I go in, I copy, I paste them, and I put them up there. But, for example, if I go to Las Vegas, okay, I might add on to the end of it, Las Vegas, or whatever, you know, Las Vegas vlog, things like that. And I've done that, like I did that last night. But I always add them on at the end. What's interesting about James' tags is that his tags change in the middle. And if you've ever seen how tags work, typically on a video on YouTube, you'd have to go back in and you'd have to like erase a bunch of tags to have them start from the middle. That means that either his video editor, or somebody is going in and they are creating these tags originally every single time. And a lot of them he's using over and over again, like cover boy, cover girl, MUA, James Charles, things like that. Interestingly enough, Manny Mua is in a lot of these tags, okay? And I even went back, you know, and I thought, okay, I want to see what he did on his, like, coming back video after the Bi Sisters whole situation happened. And he tagged it, like, Jeffree Star, Toddy, Glam Life Guru, Halo Beauty. He tagged it all those things, right? Okay. But what's interesting is, like, he just did a video getting ready in the escape room. He tagged that video Jeffree Star, and I believe he also tagged it Shane Dawson and Rylan, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, okay? That he would tag it those things. But if he's doing this, and he's doing this to create drama, so then the next drama that's going to occur, let's say, for example, he has heavily been putting Manny Mua in the tags of his videos for the last 2 to 3 weeks, okay? But they haven't been in there previous to that. So what it makes you wonder is, why all of a sudden is James Charles tagging Manny in a lot of what's going on? Does he know that he and Manny and Jeffree are going to be intertwined into something? Is he setting it up so that then if people start searching Jeffree and Manny, Manny and James, Manny and Jeffree and James, that it will flow to his videos? It makes you almost wonder, what is going on that he is already aware of, or what's going to happen? Well, there's been a lot of speculation about Shane Dawson's next video, that series that he's coming out with, that he's doing with, Jeffree Star. And, you know, I think we all know that this is going to be about putting together a palette and having a palette and all this kind of stuff. But there's also a lot of speculation, and a lot of people have talked about it, and a lot of drama channels have talked about it as well, that it's kind of a known fact, I guess, that Shane Dawson is going to be addressing the James Charles situation, this whole thing. And I have a feeling it's not, like, James isn't asking for this. And I would be really surprised if James is, like, a knowing participant in this series. But I also would have a hard time believing that Shane Dawson would include him in it without actually going and talking to him. So that will be interesting to see how that all goes together, unless it's just some reference to Dramageddon 2, things like that. I'll be real interested to see how that all goes. But if James Charles knows that that's happening, right? If he's heard the speculation too, and he knows there's some truth to it, it would be smart for him, okay? If he sees this decisively as a game, okay? So to speak, as Minecraft, okay, of YouTube, that it's like the game Risk, and you want to have the most countries. Do you remember that game back in the day? So it would be smart of him to start tagging Manny and things, okay? Because then it would be James and Manny aligned over here, and Jeffree and Shane aligned over here. Well, what's interesting about that is James and Manny have started liking a lot of each other's tweets, okay? I don't think they're hiding the fact that they have reconciled and they've made up with each other and that they're back on good terms, okay? Well, this is a smart move for James. It's also a smart move for Manny. They both know that the other doesn't like Jeffree and they don't trust Jeffree, right? So they're basically reconciling and having a friendship, you know, that has started with all of this mess that's gone on in the past, okay? But with Manny, James also gets Laura. He also gets Nikita Dragon, and who he already had on his side, and then he also has Gabriel Zamora. So over on this side, you have James, Manny, Laura, Nikita Dragon, and Gabriel Zamora, okay? In the middle, you have Toddy. I do not believe that Toddy will enter herself in any of this drama anymore. I think she wants out of it. I think she realized she was coerced into doing something that she didn't want to do. That is just my opinion, but I really, really believe that. I don't believe that Toddy really wanted... I think if she ever knew what mess it was going to turn into, she never would have started it to begin with. I think there was somebody in her ear, and I think that she just was like, this blew up out of control more than I thought it would be. And I think she just wants to do her stuff and stay in her own lane. And girl... to you all day long. I get it, okay? But then you have Jeffree and Shane over here. And Jeffree and Shane are almost unstoppable at this point. They're a powerhouse duo, you know, that like is unstoppable. So you have basically two sides going against each other. Well, the thing to remember in all of this, okay? And I think people sometimes, no matter if you like James, no matter if you like Jeffree, and like I said in a lot of my videos, I could care less about any of these people. I'm biased as I can be over here. I will tell you, I love this person. I probably can't be unbiased about him if I feel that way about him. But listen, okay, I don't care about these people. Okay, this is like for all of me, it's like watching a reality show, okay? And we ain't sitting up in the kitchen today. We're sitting up in the hotel room drinking my Swell bottle of water right here because I had too many Diet Cokes down by the pool. But here's the thing, okay? Now, I don't believe that Shane and Jeffree's friendship is going anywhere. I think they will be friends for a long time. But I do believe that Shane will do this series, and he will continue the beauty influencer stuff for just a little bit, because we don't know the end game with this palette. Shane Dawson's not going to turn his channel into a beauty influencer channel, okay? He's not going to put out 10 palettes and all this kind of stuff. That's not his direction. He's not going to become the next beauty influencer. I think we know that. I think that, you know, he's become very interested in that. I think we know that he's interested in makeup and he enjoys it and all that kind of stuff. But do I believe that, you know, 5 years down the road, Shane Dawson will be doing makeup reviews on his channel? He'll be doing looks on his Instagram every day? No, I do not believe this, okay? In fact, I think this is a current interest of his and it's a passing phase. And I think that this has been very consistent with Shane in his career, that he gets very interested in certain things and then he moves on. So when this is done, there will be a new one. Do I think that he and Jeffree will maintain their friendship through this? Yeah, absolutely. I think they have a genuine and an authentic friendship. And I think people see that, right? But when Shane is on to the next thing, whatever the next series is, okay? And he can't do 3 series with Jeffree Star. People are going to get sick of this at some point, right? When he moves on to the next thing, 6 months or a year from now, James has aligned himself very strategically over here, okay, with all of these people, and Jeffree Star is going to be standing all alone as a beauty influencer. And maybe he doesn't care, right? But when you talk about the next drama thing that happens, and we never know what that's going to be, James is strategically... This is how smart he is, okay? James has strategically put himself in a position that he has a lot of people that he's aligned with, that if anything should go down, that he'll come out and say, no, he's already showed you once, okay? I'm not gonna have you people talk about me. This is the truth, this is what happened, blah, 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 whatever, which I don't always agree with, and I don't always think that's a great move, and I don't think he addressed half of what he needed to. He still hasn't addressed a lot of the crap that's out there, right? But you know, like, like all these people are talking about how that he was like, you know, allegedly with that waiter again, that whole mess kind of stuff. James knows what he's doing. He's purposely stirring up drama to continue to get people to talk about him, because if people continue to talk about him, they're going to go watch his videos. They're going to be interested. If nobody is talking about James Charles and he's just some kid that's doing makeup, trust me, okay, what's going to happen is the sisters that he has, and he knows this, from 12 to 18 right now, are going to age out and they're going to become completely bored of him. If James were smart, James would start thinking about who he is going to be at 25 and start bankrolling on that, because that's who he needs to maintain his audience as they grow. He needs to grow up with them. So he needs to continue to do and change and do. This is why they all need to hire me as their PR people, okay? This is what happened to Tyler Oakley. This is what's happened to a lot of YouTubers out there, that they didn't think about their audience growing up with them. That's why it doesn't. Listen, my audience, hey, we're already mature over here, aren't we? Okay, we like the coffee, we like driving around with our fountain drinks. Most of you have kids, most of you taking your kids to school, I don't know, doing homework with them on the kitchen counter while you're watching my videos, making dinner, sweeping the vacuum, the living room, okay? So that's who we are over here. So we're just gonna grow up to be 75 together, and I'll stay on YouTube till I'm 80, and I don't even care. But James Charles and these younger YouTubers, they need to think about this, okay? Ain't nobody at 40 watching Jake Paul stunts. I mean, maybe a few of my friends, they're foolish, and you know who you are. I know you're watching this video and you're foolish. But you know what I'm talking about. They gotta think about this. Because Jake Paul at 35, I mean, that's why to some degree, like Jason Nash doing some of this kind of stuff is kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, it's funny when you're 25 or, you know, 20, but when you're 35, 40, and you're doing all these pranks and stuff, so these beauty influencers that are younger, they need to start thinking about this right now. They need to start thinking about who they're going to be when their audience grows up. Because James Charles at 30 isn't going to continue to have, you know, unless he completely keeps, you know, relevancy within that, you know, community, he isn't going to have the same audience of 12-year-olds that he has when he's 30. You know what I'm saying? He's got some time until then, and we don't even know what YouTube's going to look like. But in the meantime, when the next huge thing happens, and we know that the next huge thing is going to happen, it is simmering and boiling out there. I literally, you guys, I feel like we are like a month away from the next huge thing happening. And I do believe, and people get so tired of hearing about James Charles and Jeffree Star and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. It's coming, and I think it's going to be straight up from this series. You know, it was interesting because I was watching Aphrodite and Nick Snyder's video that they did together, and they were talking about this, and Ant said there is something big coming up, right? And he talked even about that series. Aphrodite and I, by the way, are doing a collab in September because he is going to be in San Diego at the Twitch convention, and I'm going to be there just hanging out visiting my brother-in-law. So anyway, and his girlfriend, I'm excited, but I can't wait to meet up with him because he's just been a really cool guy to me. So anyway, but you know, I was watching that interview with him. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. So Nick Snyder from The Viewer's Voice, it's on Nick's channel, and it's also on Aphrodite's channel. They did 2 different readings, but he did a video and they talked about like Dramageddon and what's going to happen, and he did a reading on all this, and he talked about James Charles in there, right, and how he's going to handle all this. And I think they also speculated, or he speculated, that James Charles is going to be part of this and that Shane's going to do something with him. One of them said something about that in there. So James knows it's coming, okay? One of James' things that works for him is that he can see something coming, you know, 20 paces ahead and prepares for it. And I think that's what he's doing, which is kind of sad then, because yet again, it's people using people all over again, okay? It's James using Manny. Is it Manny using James? Okay, it's all these people using each other just to get to the top and protect themselves instead of just genuinely having friendships and caring about one another. If that is what it is, and they genuinely have a friendship, then I do understand them protecting each other, right? But with Dramageddon 3, if it happens and it comes out, will they stay silent again and not talk, or will that be enough? If James Charles is pushed over the edge, do you think he'll say, listen, okay, y'all silenced me. His video is still up there. Jeffree's is gone, okay? Toddy's is gone. Jeffree's tweet, I think Jeffree's is gone. Toddy's tweets are gone. Jeffree Star's tweets are gone. They're like they don't exist from Dramageddon 2, okay? But James Charles' video is still up there. That shows you who had the upper hand in Dramageddon 2. If this gets stirred up again, when James, and so what that says to me is, I allowed Toddy and Jeffree to walk away from this situation because I'm leaving my video up with my truth on there, okay? And they didn't. So I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but somebody had the upper hand and all that and said, listen, if you continue with this, I'm gonna expose some things that you don't want exposed. And I think they all kind of had stuff on each other. But it will be interesting to see what happens if James Charles is pushed into a corner, if he will come out and be like, I've had it. I'm not allowing this to continue to go on. You guys want to paint a bad picture of me. I'm not going to allow the truth to be told this way, you know? And this is a scary thing sometimes, you know, when especially when you talk about somebody that has nothing to lose. James has proven to the world, I can lose 3 million subscribers and I will gain every single one of them back, right? And I think people almost kind of, the ones that like James, because every time I do a James Charles video, people are like, I'm so tired of him, he's arrogant, I'm sick of, listen, and I see it too, okay? I see the arrogance and all that kind of stuff. But you know, it's interesting to me, and I feel like the tagging is just one part of it, but when I talk about there being a bigger picture of, okay, the bigger picture is the business aspect of it. The bigger picture of this is the money. The bigger picture of this is the brand themselves, which says to me, if I'm tagging you in your video, if I'm tagging people I don't even like in my videos, just to drive traffic to my channel, to concoct some drama, okay? And Jeffree Star is doing it too. And Nikki Tutorials is doing it too. And they're all doing it, right? These people that have caused them such hell and emotional stress, okay? And that they're all going to a bunch of dark places and they can't find a light, they can't find a light bulb or a, what do you call that thing? A flashlight to save their damn lives, or a candle or a match, okay? To get them out of these dark places they're always going in. But yet you're going to tag somebody in your video that puts you in that dark place. Why? Because it might bring you a little bit of coin, or it might drive some traffic to that, and then people are going to talk about the drama, and then you're putting the drama on here. So then what this is all about is views and subscribers and money to keep the drama alive. Well, as long as drama's alive, drama commentary channels are going to be out there, so thank you, because you're going to continue to give us views and subscribers as well. And views and subscribers to me means people just want to watch my videos, and why would I make videos if nobody wanted to watch them? I've said that from the very beginning. You know, when people are like, I don't care about views. BS, you care about views because views equal people wanting to watch your videos. I love when people watch my videos. Why wouldn't I? You know, so thank you for watching my video. I think it's all about that. I don't think these people care about what they do. I don't even think that half of them care about makeup. I really don't, okay? I think tomorrow half these people, I really, truly, true story believe this. Y'all can, listen, hate on me all day long. I think half of these people, I think Jeffree Star truly does love makeup, okay? But James Charles and Manny and some of them out there, I look at them and I think to myself, and Laura Lee and Jaclyn Hill, they're 10 times happier when they don't have makeup on, okay? When they're just sitting there Snapchatting and they got their hair back and, you know, Laura Lee in a ponytail, looking at pictures of her plants and her dog. I love that stuff, right? Jaclyn Hill with her dogs. That's when they seem happy. Manny half the times in bed, he didn't have any makeup on whatsoever. Do I think these people are going to continue to do makeup if they weren't doing YouTube and having all these brands? No, I don't. I don't believe it for 1 second. I believe half of it's because it pays the bills, and that's why they do it, you know? I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I'm just one dude with an opinion. But listen, I got an opinion. I ain't got a lot. I ain't got $50 million out there, but I sure do have an opinion. That's all I have. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys. Thank you for watching my videos while I'm on my anniversary vacation, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.